Hello everybody, my name is David. Welcome to part 2 of my question and answer video where I'm answering all your guys' questions from the last question and answer video. Any questions you guys have today, go down below in the comment section, ask me anything you want. I'll answer them in the next Q&A next Monday. Okay. Oh, at the end of Q1 or part 1, sorry if I got cut off. I noticed my camera was doing something kind of weird, so I just ended the video there. And I've got just over 30 minutes before it shuts off. So that's why I make 2 parts, if you guys always wondered. And sometimes things happen, I get cut off and things like this. So here's part 2, and I'm going to try and get through this so I don't get cut off, because sometimes I never know how long I'm going to take to answer these questions. I think I've got about 8 left. So I'm going to try and get through them, okay, so we don't get cut off. Bly Cat. It's been 2 years after my divorce from the narcissist and 1 year of no contact, although he still sends me emails and I just refuse to read them and delete them. I still can't move on, and I find myself getting triggered on something when I think I'm doing better. What really burns my butt is that he remarried to a wealthy woman. Is taking all these vacations. I know he's not happy, and my daughter, the informer, tells me the new wife is living my old life and is suffering. I'm really poor now, and I live in a small condo and can't afford much, even the kids' Christmas presents. I know he's not really happy, but Jesus, I'm in poverty here, and he's moved on. How can I stop thinking about his new life? Stop looking. Stop looking, okay? Tell your children to stop telling you. Stop looking. Don't communicate. Don't look. If you don't look, you don't know. You wouldn't know he's financially whatever or anything. If you know he's not happy, you tell yourself this. So we don't look at what's bad. Instead, we tell ourselves the truth. Do you see the difference? If you're looking at what's bad, what hurts you, and you've got your child telling you, yeah, blah, 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 blah. I mean, you guys, you can't get over something if you're playing in it. You can't stop thinking about something if you're looking at it, right? You know, so stop looking. And it's like a child, you know, right now. Our brains are like children, little babies right now. And you can't just take something away. So you take something away and you replace it, right? So I'm not going to tell you to just stop looking. Face the direction. Look at where you want to go. You don't want to go back to him, so don't look at him. Where do you want to be? Where do you want to go? Very important that we have future goals all the time, guys. All the time. People with personality disorders, you'll notice, don't have goals. They have pipe dreams. Made up, fantasy, fantastical, idealized, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Reasonable, attainable goals. Keep them in mind, keep them in your vision every single day. We don't do that by looking in our past in some gross, bad, negative stuff, right? We need to heal from this stuff, but we don't keep looking at what they're doing. So if you want to talk about them, you talk about your past, not your present them, not future them. Because they're not in your life anymore and they're not going to be. So we don't need to talk about that. Okay? Stop looking. Good luck. Tell your child to stop telling you. Don't ask them questions. You don't need an informant. And your child shouldn't be an informant. Okay? Your child doesn't need to know any of this. Doesn't need to know how you feel about this stuff. Doesn't need to be in the middle of this stuff. Doesn't need to report or tell or anything. Okay? Hi, David. I'm Anna from South Carolina. Hello, Anna. I always hear how we as victims of the narcissist develop intense trauma bonds and are addicted to the narcissist. Does the narcissist develop bonds or become addicted to their victims? Thanks. Yes, it happens to them as well. I'm not saying every time. I'm not saying every person, everyone, every relationship. Yes, they do too, guys. Okay? They're real simple animals. So you made their hormones go up and feel good, and over time it goes down just like everybody. If you don't have something, a solid foundation for your relationship within like 6 months or so, and those hormones start going down, there's nothing there, you guys haven't built trust and all these things, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. And you have insecure people with tons of shame and don't know how to deal with stuff and can't talk about. It's not going to last. It doesn't last. That's why it doesn't last. But they do it too. Yes, they're from trauma, man. They're used to trauma, this kind of trauma. They bond with you. They're attached, guys. They have massive attachment problems. So, you know, all these things, these smear campaigns, the talking bad about you, contacting you, all these things, it's evidence, you know. But the thing is they're just going right from you to someone else. So their hormones start going down. You don't make them feel good anymore. They're gone. I know it seems like they don't care, but they do. They leave you hurting, but they just go and get distracted by the next person that makes their hormones go up. That's it. Okay, so they feel really good. They're still missing you. They're still thinking about you. They're still attached to you. They want you to just sit there and wait for them. That's why they don't break it off clean. That's why they don't give you closure. They want to be able to come back. They're still attached to you. Okay? It's just somebody else is making them feel good. Eventually that will go down. That's why I tell you guys. That's why I say about 6 months is when they start contacting you again. When this goes down, they think something's wrong in the relationship because they don't feel good about it anymore. They don't know how to make themselves feel good. They don't realize that it's just a person. It's always a new person that makes them feel good. And then when the person doesn't make them feel good anymore, then they blame them, right? Oh, you made me feel bad. You hurt me. You're sitting there going, no, I didn't. You know? Hope that makes sense, Anna. Okay. Paul from Maryland. Hello, Paul. I want to thank you for taking the time to answer my questions so thoughtfully and completely. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. Very much, Paul. Thank you. Me and my ex-narcissist girlfriend described the love addiction part. You recognize that you had that. And you're saying that your ex was an avid reader, read all sorts of self-help books, never seems to take, but she never took direction. She told me therapy seems great for you, but not for me. And I'm not willing to change. It is like she understands herself that this is what she does. You know this and you are not leaving. You love me. My question, if they know what they are doing is very hurtful because they say they are sorry and please forgive me, then why keep doing it? Because if they have a personality disorder, that's a major symptom, major part of having a personality disorder. There's things like impulsivity, compulsivity, and she's not very aware. She's not, she cannot be very aware. I understand she realizes she has a lot of problems. I don't know how much responsibility she takes. Realizing you have problems or you're in a bad relationship is one thing, but they blame it on everybody else. I don't think she has the kind of awareness you're talking about. She says therapy helps you, but won't help me. Well, she's right, but she doesn't know how right she is. She needs a much more than therapy if she has a personality disorder. Therapy won't be enough for her at all. Okay? So, and therapy will help you. So she's right. But what she's really telling you is you're the crazy one, not me. I don't want to change. I don't need to change. You do. You need to accommodate me. That's it. That's it, Paul. I don't care what other nonsense she tells you. You know, it's all BS. She's not aware. She's not aware. So don't think that she's aware and she's coming from a place of total self-awareness. And yes, I know what I am and who I am and what I need to do. And no, she doesn't. She sounds nice, but there's no action. Right? And look, I've had disordered people as clients when I first started this a few years ago, when I was doing it for free. I helped people for over a year for free. And I was on the phone day and night with people for hours at a time. Most of them were very, very ill, and I could sit with them and tell them, point out their problems. They'd say, yep, you're right. I'd say, this is probably why. They'd say, yeah, you're right. I'd say, here's a solution. They'd say, that sounds right. I'm going to do it. I'm so excited. Yay, that's all I got to do. See you next week. No, never. Never, never, never. There's a lot of things going on, Paul. Okay? But The awareness is big, okay? That's a big problem. She's also basked in shame. She feels like such a horrible person. It's hard for her to take any of the blame. It's hard to say, for someone to say, I'm sorry, when they already think they're a bad person. Now, there are some people that, I'm sorry all the time and tell you how bad they are and stuff like this. They're not countering at how they feel with a false ego. Okay? They're very self-loathing in that case. And that's a different type of narcissist. You have a very egocentric narcissist, and then you have that kind of narcissist. Okay? So, that's the problem. Hope that makes sense. If not, ask me again, Paul. Thank you. Angie. Don't know where you're from, Angie. Please tell us your location, guys, okay? Whenever you ask a question, just tell us where you're from. Thanks. My boyfriend was in a long-term relationship with a narcissist. He moved in with me a few months ago, but is in constant communication with her, exchanging texts, intimate pics, intimate photos, and phone calls. He specifies that he has this under control, and she will eventually go away. I'm concerned, and it is difficult to hear the man you love tell another that he loves her, especially when she did so much destruction, but yet he makes excuses for her behavior, lies, betrayal, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to give you some real simple advice, Angie. Do whatever you want with it. I don't care who this guy is. I don't care what he is, and you will never know until he goes to a doctor and you're sitting there with him in front of the doctor that can tell him what his damn problems are. You can't help him. You can't fix him. You can't save him. There's nothing you can do. And stop putting the attention on this ex. He's putting the attention on her. And now you're doing it too. She has nothing to do. This guy is sick. I don't care if he's a narcissist or he's been with a narcissist, or if he's healing from a narcissist, or if he's abusing someone. Because what he's doing is abusing you. That's abuse. That is total abuse. And if you don't think so, Angie, go ahead and tell this to all your family and all your friends. You're not, are you? Because you know it's wrong. You'd be ashamed for your family and friends to know you have a guy living in your house treating you like this, that you're allowing it. This guy's full of it. And I'm not saying he's disordered. I'm saying this guy is so sick. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what's going on. He's totally concerned about this relationship, not yours, the one he has with you. Kick him out immediately. Get him out of there. I don't listen to no blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry. Oh, God, don't do this to me. Oh, I'm going to go back to my ex. Watch the threats. He wants to act like he got this all under control. Kick him out and see what he does. But he goes right back to her. Or tries. Maybe she won't take him back. I don't know. It's sick. It's sick. It's all sick. And you need to stay away from it, Angie. Okay? I advise you to see someone and start fixing them some of your own stuff. That you would allow someone this sick to live in your house and trick you. Because he's tricking you, right? We don't need to know what's true. We're just looking at his behavior. It's wrong and it hurts you and he doesn't care. If he cares, he'd stop. If he cared, he would never do it. If he cared, he'd get the hell out of your house and go start his life on his own and take care of himself and go get some help. Because that's what he needs. Massive help. I can't believe he's putting this on you. I'm sorry, Angie, but don't take it anymore. Okay? Please. Get some support, get some people in your life, get some therapy, but get rid of him. Get rid of him. And I'm not saying for now, forever. Get rid of him. Gone, Angie. He's sick. He's only going to hurt you. He has no capacity. None. To have a good, healthy, functioning relationship with you. It will never work. You're fooling yourself. He's fooling you, and now you're fooling yourself because I told you. Okay? Get away from him, please, Angie. Good luck. Eve from Montreal, Canada. Hello, Eve. Hi, David. I'd like to start by thanking you for the awesome work you're doing. You have no idea how much your videos help me in my healing. Thank you, Eve. Thank you very much. You're welcome. My question is, I've been separated from the narcissist for 6 months, and I've been Complete no contact for 3 months. I have been reading a lot. I've been listening to your channel. I've also been seeing a therapist. Good. Unfortunately, I believe you know much more than she does on narcissists and the damage caused to victims. I want to know how I can differentiate paranoia from real intuition when meeting new people. I was with a covert narc, and now I feel like I see red flags everywhere. When I meet someone new, is my radar up too high? Please tell me how I can tell the difference between hypervigilance, paranoia, and healthy intuition. Thank you, Eve. So, this is about where you're at in your stages of recovery and healing, because these are normal feelings when you're healing and recovering from emotional abuse. Okay? We get hypervigilant. We see narcissism everywhere. We think everyone's this or that. It was always there. You're just seeing. You're more aware of it. Your brain is traumatized, doesn't want to get hurt again. Your brain does not want to get hurt again, Eve. So reassure it that it won't. No dating. If you're feeling like this, I hope to God you're not dating. I hope you're not dating if you feel like this. Why would you do that to yourself? If you're dating, when you say meeting new people, that's good. Keep meeting new people. What you need is a good, successful, happy experience. Okay? It'll give you confidence. You don't have confidence right now, Eve. And, you know, there's a lot of other things going on. Watch my PTSD videos, CPTSD videos. I have a playlist, Healing CPTSD. Talk about all this stuff and what you can do. There's a lot of hormones going up and down right now. You got cortisol, stress chemical out of whack. You've got oxytocin, I bet, is 0. That's what allows you to trust people. But guess how you trust people? Contact, interaction, intimacy. Touching, hugging, I love you, look in the eyes, get a dog, dog raises oxytocin. I made a whole video on oxytocin, so I'm not going to get into it. Watch my CPTSD videos, please. This is normal feeling, Eve. So we surround ourselves with people we trust, and we need to keep meeting new people and stuff, but just, you know, some things to bear in mind. Don't talk about serious things with people you just meet. Also realize that you are in control of wherever that relationship goes. The second you meet someone, you're in control. You don't have to do anything they ask. You don't have to do anything they want. You don't have to see them tomorrow. You don't have to give them your phone number. You don't have to call them. You don't have to see them. You don't have to do nothing. You're in control, and that's what you're not used to. You're just not used to being in control, Eve. So let's start being in control of our lives, right? By doing it ourselves for ourselves, by ourselves, not with a new boyfriend. Okay? You can't. You just can't. If you feel like this, don't date yet. Just wait. Okay? I hope that makes sense. I'm glad you're seeing a therapist. He or she should be helping you with these things. And they don't need to know anything about narcissists to help you with this stuff. Okay? A lot of this stuff, you'll feel better by talking about it. Okay? You need confidence. You need confidence. That comes with experience. So get out there and keep having experiences with people. Just not people you know hurt you. That's bad, more bad experiences. Okay? Hope that makes sense. You know, I try to tell people this all the time, and I try to let them know that think of college students. Think of high school students that are going off to college. I mean, they're going off maybe even out of state. They're leaving their family, their parents. They're leaving everything they know. And they don't know how to take care of themselves. They don't know how to do all these things. They don't know how to maybe even do laundry or cook or clean or pay their bills. And they're scared. I don't care who it is. College students going off to college are scared because they don't have experience. So they don't have confidence. They need experience to have confidence. So that's why when college kids, like the kids who graduate from college, typically can go on to more schooling, get more degrees, finish school easier because they've already done it. They have some confidence. Next time they're faced with this situation, like, well, I've already been successful one time. I'll be successful again. Typically. So you need confidence. So don't stop, Eve. Keep going. Okay? Okay. Next question is from Damien from Poland. Hello, Damien. I'm really broken down after 18 years relationship with my ex-wife. ended by cheating. We've got 2 amazing children. I keep no contact rule as much as possible, but I often have to listen to kids talking about their mother. How to cope with it? Sometimes I doubt in my healing. You know, Damien, this might sound like, you know, if you haven't heard me say this already, my viewers that watch a lot hear me say this all the time. Get some help, Damien. Get some help. Get somebody in your corner, a therapist, a coach, you know, anybody that reassures you and tells you you're doing fine, Damien, you're doing okay. And any kind of worries and concerns you have, you tell them. And they make you feel better about it. They give you an option or two you didn't think about on how to deal with that. I'm telling you, this stuff, it really helps. You can't do this stuff on your own, man. There's no reason to, unless, you know, finances or stuff like this. I get that. But doing this on your own is really tough. It can take so long. It can be more psychologically damaging. Tell your children that you don't want to hear about their mother. And you can say it in a very nice way, very nice and loving way, and you don't need to, you know, tell them why. You're the father. But the children don't need to be talking about her with you. And realize, you know, this it's going to get easier. I know right now your brain's telling you, no, it won't. This is going to get worse. It's not. It's going to get easier. It's going to get better. Keep going, Damien. But get some help. Get some support. It's the whole difference, okay? Claire, why does it make me so mad when he tells the kids he is on the 3rd holiday at the sea, but when we were together, we couldn't go on holiday as the business was more important? Because, Claire, you have a little bit of hope inside still. I'm guessing. I think. Usually that's why we're doing this or still upset about our past, about what he's doing now, because he didn't do that then. That type of stuff. Am I good enough? You know, did he love me? Why is it, you know? Claire, stop trying to figure this stuff out. He's sick. You know, people ask me questions every day about why did he do this? Why did she do that? These people are sick, man. Sometimes they don't know why they do the things they do. So I don't either. But stop looking, Claire. Stop looking. Get some help. Get some support. Talk about this. Talk about how upset it made you that he never did this. Okay? It helps. I'm telling you guys, this is what we need to do. If you haven't done it, you got to. Seamus from Ireland. Hello, Seamus. Hi, David. Do you think narcissists can ever feel happiness? If only for a few days or weeks at a time? Of course, there's moments of happiness in their life, most likely. But, you know, happiness, you know, that's kind of what we all want to achieve, right? It's what we all want. It's what life kind of needs to be about. We need to be happy. So it's more than just, you know, I did something good today. Somebody did something good for me today. Something feels good today. Something tastes good today. Something sounded good. Okay? Because you can feel good, but happiness is different. They may have these small moments of happiness, but deep down inside, narcissists aren't happy. Hope that makes sense. You know, they just can't. They wouldn't be labeled with personality disorders. You know, you guys hear all the time that narcissists don't go to therapy and stuff. Some do. Yeah, they do. Okay? Because their lives become unmanageable. They can blame all they want, but they're still going to therapy saying, you know, hey, my husband did this to me. My blah, blah, blah did this to me. My blah, 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 this. You know, I'm fine, but my life is horrible. You know, they can be free and clear of all blame if that's all they're trying to do. They can lie to themselves and, you know, isolate themselves and not let anybody tell them it's their fault, whatever. But deep down inside, it's not happy. Not happy. Hope that makes sense. And that is the end of the Q&As, guys. Thank you very much for participating and joining me, asking questions. And any more questions you guys have, please go down below in the comment section and ask me anything you want. And I will see you next Monday. Please, if you can help me a little bit and just kind of support this video by voting up or down, comments, questions, put it in a playlist, put it in a social, share it in social groups, media, stuff like that. Okay, it's just tremendously helpful for me. But what I'm trying to do is help a bunch of other people. Okay, thank you guys. Love yourself first. I'll see you next Monday. Bye-bye.